Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I found a 15 tooth. I found a 15 tooth we're gonna put on here. SpeedTech RC. SpeedTech RC sells gears, speed spools for these, for Team Corrali, Arma, my HPI Maverick. They sell speed spools for those. You can get all your gears, all your gear needs, all sorts of stuff on the site. Go check it out, speedtechrc.com. Use my code for 10% off. It's Kurt's RCs, one word, straight across, and it'll give you 10% off the whole website. So, and they do free shipping in the United States, in the lower 48. So, yeah, so I think it's a pretty good deal. They're like, I don't know, anywhere from $5 a gear up, you know, depending on how big the gear you get. Good deal. So, you know, 10% off pays for, you know, taxes and all that stuff pretty much. So you get whatever you see on there you get for it. So go do that. All right. And we're going to put that gear in here. So it looks like we're gonna need to take all this stuff off, but I'm pretty sure this doesn't come apart because it's screwed in there, so you need to take the whole motor mount out, which is kind of a pain, but it's the way it is. I'll show you guys here. Let's pull this piece off so you can see, because it's a fitted mount. So the screws are right here, so it's not like you can just pull the motor, you know, how the other motor mounts you can just slide on out. This one you can't slide out because the screws are in here. The mesh is actually pretty good. And God, the rocks in here, guys. The rocks get stuck under the motor. I found like 6 of them under there so far, just from messing around and messing with it. I was trying to put a fan on it. I was gonna put this fan on it. It fit perfect and all that. Like right here, and I put this underneath on this side, and it was great, but the body couldn't go on there, and then you couldn't slide this all the way down to the side because of the lip on the plastic piece here, and you can't go this way because of the drive shaft is here. So you got the drive shaft here, so you can't go too far. So it didn't fit perfectly. It was close though. So I am ordering another fan that should just clamp around right here, and maybe I'll be able to slide it in words a little more where the body's a little bit higher right in here is what I'm hoping is where the fan will fit. If not, I'm probably gonna do like get the center brace, drill a couple holes in the center brace, and just have it blowing. It won't be blowing directly on the fan, but it'll be blowing right in this area. So I think it'll help a lot. So that's my other option that I'm thinking about doing. So let me know if you think that's a good idea. Because the brace goes just a flat, straight metal bar like you see in the Spark. Yeah, and if you just drilled a couple fan holes, just sat it right up here, right? And be right up in this area. I think that would work actually pretty good. So, and you wouldn't have to buy a clamp, but I'm gonna buy the whole mount. Just cause. Just because. See, now I'm pretty sure I don't have to take this off. I just wanted to take that off just to see. That's where your motor mount or your mount would go across. 2 screws into that, and then it sits over these pieces, and then it sits on top of that. So I'm gonna take this whole thing out. Let's do that. Let's flip this over, and we're gonna go these 2 right here, these 4, and those are gonna be the bigger ones, which I'm just gonna start by hand. Yeah, see, they're just Let's see how long this lasts. I ain't charged this little drill in a while, so this little screwdriver kit. I also got this from UDRC. Appreciate it, buddy. Using your drill that I won, and the car that I won from you. Yeah, I got pretty lucky with him the last couple times. You know, everyone thinks I win all the time, but you gotta just see certain things. So, but I do win a lot. I can't say I don't. All right, so that comes out like that, and if you just pull the whole thing out, right there. Now we can get to the motor. Put the if you can see. Let me see if I can zoom you in on this one a little bit. You can see right in here, a 17, a 15, and then inside here is a 13. And that's what we're at, where the screws are at right there. And there's a 13 here, 15, 17. So it just goes opposite. So let's see if we can get this pinion out. Yeah, come off easy. So there's your 13. It's, and these are the big guys. Hopefully we can get that past that, which we should. So we're So we want to move these into the middle screw holes, right? Is that how we want to do that? Yeah. How come those are smaller screws? What is going on here? Oh, I see. We got to move this whole mount's got to move, huh? No? What's going on here? Huh, that's kind of different. Whole thing doesn't fall out. It's nice and solid in there. That's why I want to switch this over. Well, how are you supposed to do that when all those are the same size holes, no? Or are those smaller? No, they're all the same. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, those are big holes, and these two are small ones. How come that's like that? That's weird. It's almost like they didn't drill those holes big enough on these ones. Because if you can't fit these are 4mm screws, so and every hole in this one's a 4mm hole on the motor. How are you supposed to get that through that? So it should be the two center ones. Let's see if we can drill this through. I should have charged that up before I did this video, huh? Let's try the good old, see how good this one is. I haven't charged this one in a while either. This one's a little stronger. All right, well, it's not ideal, but I guess it'll work. Oops. See how that one goes all the way in there? That's how that one goes too. So let's. All right, so you got to do that. Ooh, that thing's hot too. So let's figure out how we want this to sit now, huh? And we want it to still sit like that. So if we went into, I'm sorry, let's go like this. See how this is gonna work, because that's some thick plastic, and I don't want it to strip out the motor. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's a bad design, guys. Bad design, I think. This is not good for newbies, okay? For a newbie to come and want to do change things around a little bit to learn. This is a lot for them to do. Yeah. I mean, it's not that hard. You just got to get, a drill bit, but most people, most newbies, sorry to keep calling you guys newbies or new people to the hobby, aren't going to have drill bits and the right size drill bits for that. And if you don't have drill bits, you sure is most likely not going to even have a drill. Am I right? So, I really don't even want to go through that. But I am. I'm gonna order the other drill, the motor mount. So I'm not real worried about this, but just a kind of a heads up, guys. I never paid attention to everybody else is doing. I've seen a couple people put 15 tooth in. But I've never heard anybody have problems like that. They just showed they stuck a 15 tooth in there and had fun. Like I said, this is supposed to be a beginner car to where you can try to work on it yourself. And that's not really working on it yourself to me. That's kind of having to do some modifications to it. And that's not a beginner rig. Sorry, but it's not. If you want to sell a rig and want people to do their own little modifications, then, you know, tell people that. Like I said, not everybody's going to have a drill bit or even a drill to do that for. And you got to take it to your hobby shop. It's going to cost money. They're going to have to do something like that, you know. So it adds up. Being lots of headaches. Let's see if that even fits in there, huh? Okay, there's that. Let's, okay, let's put this on before. I should have tightened that up before I started messing with it. I was just trying to see if the mesh was even going to be close, you know. Do a little quick tighten on that, I just want to hear. Yeah, see that mesh is awfully tight. There's no play in there whatsoever. No play in there whatsoever. Let's see if tightening that up moves it a little bit. I might just slide it out a hair. Yeah, I'm not liking that, guys. I think I'm gonna wait. I don't want to burn the motor up. And that is super tight. Unless I can just move it over just a hair somehow. Let's loosen this up. See, like that. At least there you can hear a little tick. There's not much there, but let's see. Get this side tightened up and see if it moves it. Hopefully it doesn't move it. All right, that helped a little bit. And see how I dug the screws into the plastic, so it shouldn't move on me. And maybe that's what they wanted you to do, but yeah, that's ridiculous. The best thing you can do is buy an adjustable motor mount. You can get them cheap. Just gotta look around. I'm actually gonna probably go order mine right now after we're done here. Take the lashing later on. Okay, so there is movement. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Let me see if you can zoom in on this too. You can just see it move a little bit and this not move. I hear that tick, 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 tick. Okay, so there you go, guys. That's what I had to do to fit the 15 tooth in there. And it's gonna have to be the same thing with the 17 tooth. It's gonna do the exact same thing. I have to drill that hole out in there and this one out in here to do that. And we'll try before I put the new motor mount in. Yeah, I mean, this is all right. I guess you don't have to take the whole thing apart, which is kind of cool, but it's not ideal. So let's see if we can get this in without having to do a whole lot here. I don't like to go right here. This is trying to get this in here because it's a there we go. There we go. And just make sure you hold that in so don't move when you go to put it back. It looked like there was that thing was, and that gear was like right there too. All right, there you go, guys. I'm gonna put the screws back in together and get it on there and see how she sounds. Let's get one of these back in there, huh? Oh yeah, that's good, guys. That is good. Woo, we did it. Okay, we had done it. And the body sits so low on this thing that you almost need to put like angled wires on there. So let's put. I always thought this thing was broke the way it's all jagged here and stuff, but it's just the way it is. It's just the way it sits on there. And I don't know why it looks so funky like that. This should work with these little ones. Yeah, I want to get the center brace and then I want to get the new motor mount. And a new fan, or a fan. And this is, all this stuff is supposed to fit right back on with this if you got the new motor mount. You just take the one off the Spark motor mount. It's adjustable. This thing is pretty much the Spark. It's pretty much the Python, like you said, like I showed you. The Python would probably work. I'm just not positive. I don't see why not. I don't think they changed much on those when they put the when they brought the new year cars out. I think it's all about the same. Make sure I put my bits back in with my good bits. Okay, get yourself a kit like this, guys. Thread 4mm, the 3mm you use all the time. I do anyways. Like that, I could have, you know, I could have used it on there, but I chose not to. Okay, so that's right there. There you go, guys. Got the 15 on there, and we'll have to see how fast we can go. And we're hoping we do, you know, get at least 3 more miles an hour. So technically, I should have been doing 40, I think. You know, depending on what my GPS was reading. It's been through a war zone. I've had to glue it together. But yeah, so I'm hoping to get at 42 miles an hour. And the motor's still cool. Like I said, I'm going to put a fan on it anyways, but if it's still cool at 15, then we'll go up to 17 and put the fan on and see how that goes. And go from there. But I should have no problem putting this back on. Sorry, excuse me. I like to make sure this fits on. See, there's something right there that's pushing it up, and it's the motor wires right there. The battery wires. All these wires right here. Brutal. I think if I have time, I'm gonna desolder these and put them in sideways, so the pin will go down right into the hole, and then have the wire come off the top of the solder, you know, the pin this way. That way they're not going sticking straight up. They'll be like at a 90 little L, and they won't stick up. This gets in the way too. I don't know why they always put the resistor right in the way. But yeah, get rid of this metal shavings. When I did drill it, it drilled out the metal motor mount a little bit. So don't be afraid to hit those just a tiny bit. All right. There you go, guys. That's how you install a 15 tooth. Sorry it took so long. We leave it like this. That's what you run into when you're trying to mod a car, though, you know. It's not always going to be smooth. So, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the 17 tooth, and we'll go from there. I'm even installing a fan. See how fast this is going. We'll do a little video on how fast this is going, and a little bashing video. I'm not a big flying jumper guy, so it'll be mostly, you know, hopefully we'll find a nice dirt area like I did, you know, before with this one, in a street, you know, to get a speed run and that kind of stuff with it. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thanks for watching.